Yeah, things are going very well with this album. We're very very happy. I mean, we like what we do, right? And we understand what we do. It's not like we're doing an album very quickly and then try to understand why we did this. We spend a lot of time composing the songs in the studio. We take our time really. So each album for us is a huge step, and this tour is incredible for us. We doubled or maybe tripled the capacities of some venues in some cities, and I don't know, something is happening for us right now. There's a big momentum around the band. It is different, right?
Yeah.
What's happening now?
But we are very close to things in general, so we always try to do our best for each period. So I don't feel any difference on this level. I mean, we always try to work very hard to have the best sound, the best light, and we always kept this in mind. You know, just do our best we can.
Yeah.
So on this level, we are on the same period, but yeah, we can tell that the crowd is double,
bigger.
triple,
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
We also change. It's true. We change our sound engineer, and we have a good relation with him, and we can work very far, very deep in the music. So we are very proud of the sound. Actually, we are proud of the light. So we feel that we have a strong show right now.
Yeah. We write mostly in our own space, in our rehearsal space, and we have a very small setup to do pre-productions and stuff, and it's a good way to start, to record with very, very small, what's the word? Not too much gear, very small setup. SM58 for the snare and for the overheads, and one trick for the kick, and that's it. Just and it's already pretty good actually. The result that we get with that only. Give me 158 and I'll do the whole pre-production for the band. And in this way we understand where we want to go, what type of sound we want, without getting lost in like a big production thing and big ideas like. Oh, I don't have a great guitar, but it doesn't matter. In the studio, we'll make it better. No, we try to get the sound already in the rehearsal space. When we show up in the studio, we already know the kind of sound we want and the vibe. And very often it's so close. The pre-productions and the album, they sound almost the same sometimes. Just, of course, more clarity and more power, but the idea is the same.
It's also maybe the lack of time and money, so we cannot like spend 3 months just to compose, you know. So for example, as a drummer, I compose all my drum fills in my rehearsal room, and when I go in the studio I jump to record, you know, right away. I don't have time to, hey, what about this fill, do you think it's better, you know. So we have to prepare everything before.
Yeah. One day in a big room to record drums is a lot of money for us. So of course we keep it. And Mario did a fantastic job, by the way. He prepared himself so much. He did one take. Some songs are one take almost. I say almost, of course. Everybody knows that we can fix things. We can re-record one drum fill and stuff. But what he did in the studio was a real performance. I was witnessing, like I was there. I was there the whole time because I was co-producing the album. So he did a performance in the studio, which is rare nowadays with the new technologies. It's so tempting to just put a template and to recreate the drums because you get the ultimate sound and stuff. But we are proud to have that on our album, the performance of the drums mainly. And the vocals also are really performance. Then when it comes to guitars and basses, it's so technical, it needs to be perfect, so we do a lot of takes for one song for sure.
In the studio we use both, of course. But yeah, we used sample also for the kick, but we had also microphone on the kick. Yeah. But live, when I play live, we use trigger because our velocity is always changing on the double bass. Sometimes I play very fast, sometimes slow. So the best way to
deal with
to
that.
deal with that is use a trigger. Sometimes we use microphone also with a trigger on it, both at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends.
But no trigger on the snare, no trigger on the tone.
Yeah,
so-
only on the kick
yeah.
drum. Yeah.
Well, the Shure microphones are like so famous. They're the first microphones that we find in a venue that has proper gear for the guitars. And the snare, the 57 is like the ultimate microphone. I tried so many microphones before doing this album. For example, I wanted to try like the whole range of what existed in the microphone world. And through a friend, I could use some very expensive microphones. I don't know what's the word in English. Rubin.
Oh, ribbon microphones.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. So very expensive, very impressive microphones. But in the end, when I A/B these microphones and I do a kind of blind test, the 57 was the best. It's already compressed and kind of the EQ and the I don't know. I'm not a technician really, but I like to use my ears a lot and I like to mix. So even if I don't know the details, but I know what I want to hear. And with the 57, it's exactly what we want to hear. And so on the guitars now, live, it's just 157 stage right, 157 stage left, and one on the snare or two. And yeah, it of course. There's some microphones also, when we didn't have an endorsement, we would try to get the best out of every brand. But Shure is, for us, the brand that gathers the most quality. I don't know how to say that. We're very, very happy to have that setup on stage, the Shure setup.
No. It's not a problem. Yeah, definitely not a problem. It's very comment tu dis pratique? Practical, very simple, and I love it. Actually, I love the sound of my toms. I'm not a technician, so don't ask me anything about it. But I can tell I love this microphone for the toms.
Yeah, our sound guy is very
Picky.
He's very picky. He's very into small details and like to think about it, talk about it constantly. Yesterday I had to ask him, can you please stop talking about sound for a second? It's 3 in the morning. But that's why we hired him. He's a nerd. He's a geek, and he loves the setup that we have right now. It's simple, straight to the point, very efficient, very professional, and solid.